Good day everyone, John from the Worship Portal here with a tour of my stream setup for 2021. Now it might be pretty late in the year to be doing a 2021 stream setup, but I've had a few requests for this. A lot of people are curious what gear I use when I stream and kind of how I route things to make it work as I do. So I'm happy to finally be getting around to it. Let's start with the desk. This is an IKEA kitchen countertop, actually, that has been screwed onto a Top Sky dual motor standing desk frame. I love the standing desk option because when I stream or when I'm tracking guitars or something I prefer to be standing up in, I have that option. Super convenient. Now to the really important parts of streaming is I have two computers. Here's my M1 MacBook Pro that I use for everything from Logic and music and stuff like that. That is all plugged into my streaming PC built by Stintsbuilt. Stintsbuilt is a great company. If you're looking for a PC to get built, definitely recommend them. Link down in the description. I'll put the specs to both of these computers on screen right now, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Now the reason that I have two computers is really straightforward actually. The Mac handles all the production that I do, all the music, and then the PC handles all the streaming, all the Discord chat, all the routing, all of that kind of stuff, so I can really utilize the maximum power of the Mac for what I want it for, and put all the heavy lifting of the streaming and everything else onto the PC. We'll get to the software that I use on these two computers a little bit later, but for now, let's look at the rest of the gear that's on my desk. So starting with the production gear, I use the Scarlet 2i2 audio interface. This allows me to record two channels at the same time, which is helpful in a lot of scenarios, but specifically for acoustic guitar is when I use it the most. You'll also see I have a Shure SM7B on my Rode boom arm, which is both for streaming and singing. This SM7B is plugged into a cloud lifter, which boosts the signal in a super pleasing way. Both the SM7B and the 2i2 are then plugged into the GoXLR Mini. This allows me to have a simple mixer to control all of my audio for the stream in one location. The GoXLR also takes my stream audio and PC audio, but we'll go into routing a little later. Moving into the stream gear, I have a Streamdeck, which allows me to change scenes, send comments, do all sorts of helpful things while streaming. And this is how I have mine set up. You'll see across the top, and on the right there, you'll see a sixth one, but you see all the different scenes that I use, from just a blank start to the pre-service countdown to just some of the different scenes that I need to a post. It's all very helpful to have that all just on one button that I can tap and switch between those scenes. In the middle on the left, you see the stream and record buttons. Right in the middle is just a counter of how many people I have currently in the stream. Then we have a few main comments there. But when you hit the bottom right button, it takes you to the rest of the comments. So a quick button for my Patreon and Discord links and whatever else I want to put in there. Super helpful. Up top we have my streaming camera, which is the Panasonic G7 on an Elgato camera arm. This is a great 4K camera, and it used to do both the jobs of streaming and recording my normal videos, but right now, because we're filming it, I actually did get a new camera, which is the Panasonic G95. I like the Panasonic ecosystem, the app that we use. If you want to know more about my cameras and my setup when I record, I can do a video on that. I have the Panasonic G7 plugged into my stream PC through an HDMI cable via an Elgato cam link. And I also bought a power cable for the G7 so I don't have to run it off its internal battery. To the left of my MacBook Pro, I have two 24-inch HP displays. Honestly, they're nothing special, but they're plugged into my stream PC. The landscape one is for the content that I'm looking at, like covers or gaming or Discord. The portrait display on the left is used for my streaming software, chat, and other utilities that I need to run. Above the portrait display, well, it's actually kind of hidden now because my desk is in standing mode, is my Tonor Ringlight. This provides a great amount of light for my streaming needs. You can change the color temperature. I've actually got two of them. This is what I use with all of my normal videos as well. So I have one tucked back there, which is very handy to have. Onto what software I use on my stream PC. I use Streamlabs OBS to actually push my content to YouTube and Twitch, and I found it to be super stable and it gives me all the functionality that I need. The GoXLR needs its own app running in the background in order for the mixer to work properly, so this is also where you choose what fader does what. I have mine set up like this. My Shure SM7B is the first fader labeled mic. The chat fader, which is number 2, is actually my headphone level. The music fader is anything coming from my MacBook Pro, and the system fader is anything coming from my PC. I'm also running the Streamdeck software and Discord while I stream, so I can make any changes and keep up with links that are posted and community posts. Finally, I want to talk about my audio routing from my MacBook Pro into my Stream PC and how I control it, because a lot of you have questions about how I do that. From Logic, I have it coming out of the Scarlet 2i2 interface into the line in of the GoXLR, and I've assigned that line in to the music fader, and that allows me to control my microphone, my Stream PC, and the music all separately. And then all of that is being sent back to my PC over the USB cable. So it's pretty straightforward. The GoXLR really handles all of that heavy lifting. Please let me know if you've seen something here today that you want me to go deeper in, maybe do its own review of. And if there's enough interest, maybe I'll do a whole studio tour, because there's a lot more gear as part of this studio, whether it be lights or other bits and pieces. Big thanks to those that support me on Patreon for making this kind of stuff possible. It's your support each month that really helps push the YouTube channel forward. And if you're not supporting and you'd like to, for as little as $2 a month, you can head to the link in the description. Have a great day.